what would you do? So many things you need to do, I don't know, the first day. I mean, the priority is of course the institutions. Institutions governance is a priority. I mean, I asked Habibie, who became president after the Reformasi in Indonesia. I mean, good friend, remarkable guy. He never considered himself to be a good politician, but he's a good man. I asked him, and he said the first thing he did was to release all political prisoners, against the advice of the IGP in Indonesia and the chief of the army. And I asked him why. He said because they were concerned about security. I was concerned about justice. And I told them, as president, I'm also responsible for the security of this country. So he says, you have evidence, arrest them, charge them. Don't keep them for 20 years still, finding out whether this, there are evidence to suggest they are guilty or not. And then, in a week, free the media, no license in the media. All draconian laws have to go. And of course, many of you lawyers, I have also an interest in sack them judges. Go through the rule. There is a rule of law, but you ask about Taib Mahmud. It's important. People sometimes campaign, we'll arrest him, we'll charge him. You can't. There's a wrong statement to make. It's not your business to arrest people. It's not your business to charge people or imprison people. I have forgiven those who have done. Even Rahim, no. No reason why I should forgive him, but I do. I'll go ask me this question. Anwar, you honestly tell me, do you actually forgive Mahathir? I said, why did you ask me that question? I mean, be honest. I said, yeah, he's old and his ideas are obsolete. Nobody cares, actually. What do you worry? He said, no, you answer. Yeah, I do. I've forgiven. Of course, I reserve the right to explain, because people need to know. Yeah, I find great difficulty trying to accept your reasoning, he said. I said, why? I have not forgiven Bush for cheating me in 2000 in the Florida elections, remember? He said, I've not forgiven that man. So it's not easy. It's easier said than done. When you are beaten up to near death, you're treated like worse than a criminal, you're stripped naked, abused. It's not easy. But I thank God when I have a lovely wife and a good family, and they've stood by me. They are very committed, and I've got very loyal colleagues, and we were able to do it. But don't ever be enticed with this malice or anger or enmity, because you are not qualified to be a leader or to claim a moral high ground if you choose to be unjust even to your enemies. It's a basic rule. You must therefore need to type. In fact, incidentally, today when I arrived, somebody asked me, did I, in my speeches, one of my speeches in Sarawak, refer to the fact that we will arrest and put Taib in jail? I said, I've never done. I said, orang ni patut kita ingat ni, penipuan pilihan raya Thailand. Two of the commissioners in the commission are now in jail. So please, I said, I don't want to send our election commission members to jail. So you behave yourself. I mean, that thing I did not suggest, therefore they need to be sent to jail. I did not. Kadang-kadang macam tapi you got to be careful. I mean, I agree. Sometimes people do tell me that you go to don't cross the line, because otherwise you sound like them. Ruthless and no respect for the rule of law. However difficult it is, sometimes exasperating. I've seen people in Indonesia who were, I mean, one family, the father was killed during the Suharto's period, this Tanjung Priok incident. He just cannot accept the fact that Suharto was just forgiven like that. I mean, it's bitter. But you can't. Who decides? It got to be through the due process. Now, So I think institutions need to be built. I mean, frankly, man, you ask me what's the first thing I do. No, first thing. I have enough time to think about it. Or if you have any suggestion, please tell me now. Now, with the Malay issues, yes, we are working very hard in the Malay areas to speak to them. Now, the promising aspect is that when we go, still the huge crowd. I mean, I just mentioned in Kelantan, maybe an exception, 50,000 people. I was in Padang Serai just last month, 10,000 people. I was in Parik Bilal, near Batu Pahat, with trucks of FRU, etc. I told the police, I said, hey, this is not a convoy to Fallujah in Iraq. No? Why do you do these things? But still, we have 5,000 after all this sort of intimidation. So I don't underestimate them. That's why I said, never underestimate the capacity to think and reflect. Our difficulty is when, our guys don't work hard enough. Society sometimes tell them, you expect me to go have 5,000. You don't need to wait till 5,000. Every village must have a program. 50, 60 people. Talk to them. Don't just assume that they are no any so nampak muka pun macam no. When you start with that, then we will not be able to engage and interact with them. We need to engage in